D&D, are we okay for this? I don't know. I
Cover
didn't
your
say
eyes
anything.
at some point on the bad parts.
Okay. Can you tell me when I go home again?
Wow, is this like a wedding tent?
Yeah, it's like a carnival.
Hey guys,
It's a church.
good evening everyone, and
What the heck?
and welcome. And thank you for making the time tonight to come to church.
Wow, you nailed it. It
This,
is a
this
church.
fulfills your obligation for the coming Sunday, for those of you who need to know that. But thank you.
Well, that's
for
good.
coming
Make it-
out. It's great to see
make
the
a religious
congregation
joke.
as
That's
large
funny.
as it is tonight under this single tent. And for those of you who may be a bit apprehensive because you remember that movie Kingsman,
I just watched that the other night.
it doesn't
you?
end that way. It doesn't end that way. So, but no, again, thank you. And as you can see from this evening, here again at PlayStation, we've decided to mix it up a little bit in the way that we're doing our E3 presentation this year. You know, we look at what the stories have we tell and the things that we want to impart to our fans here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide. And that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show. So tonight, we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way
No.
tonight, a deeper
I want to see new
so you can learn
creative.
about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in the future. You know, what we look at here at Worldwide Studios with inside Sony Interactive Entertainment, we really want to take our love for gaming and make it sing very loudly. It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly inside our studios, we see gaming as a vocation. It's a calling.
Oh, man.
It's what we do. It's what we have to do.
Really
Our teams
leaning
of
into that
creatives
church
and studios and designers, they have stories to tell and things they want to show you and places they'd like to take you. That's what we're trying to do here at PlayStation. This coming year is going to be all about those kind of games that we can deliver to you in a way that's going to blow your minds. And tonight, we're beginning here in this tent, this church tent we've created here in Los Angeles to let you
Such a
start that
weird
journey with
choice.
us and let us tell you our stories for the next hour or so. So without further ado, it is my great honor and my unique privilege to invite to the stage, introduce to you, Gustavo Santorea.
Man, this is strange.
Yeah, it's like a weird setting. What?
Well, you have your first hymn, you see, like, and then the priest walks in to that, so.
Got it. If I wasn't such a sinner, I would know that. Is there usually banjo too with the first hymn?
Maybe for Baptist, I guess. I don't know.
Or if you're down south.
Yeah.
Followed up, snake handling.
There's a lot of people there recording this on their cell phones, like it's valuable usage of their phone memory.
Yeah. Well, you gotta prove that you were there to see this instead of watching it on the internet later.
He's no Andrew WK.
Oh man, could you imagine? Okay, why is there no like gameplay? What is happening here?
This is like a multi-billion-dollar company putting this event on.
I hope in like 30 seconds somebody walks out and says $299.99 and then walk out and shut the lights off.
I'm guessing this is like a Last of Us song, maybe? I don't know.
I'm guessing that everyone in the crowd right now is just like, what the hell?
Wow,
Why is this happening?
Everybody's like, okay, time to put the phone down.
Yeah.
Still some.
I like how he looks like he's about to like squeeze one out too. That helps. Really? Yeah, a big round of applause for that. This is what we came to E3 for.
No, let's go back to the banjo.
No, yeah, it's definitely The Last of Us 2, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I see where they got their inspiration.
Yep. Makes a little more sense now.
Confused that this must be obviously before.
Maybe.
But she looks older here than she did in the first game.
Tell me about it.
Not much.
Maybe they've rebuilt.
Your old man really laid into me today.
What happened?
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved he gets whenever you're scheduled to go out.
Yeah.
She's putting on quite the show.
I give you guys 2 weeks until we're back together.
Not gonna happen. She say something, dude?
Make it 1 week. Ellie! Hey! What took you so long? Oh, I'm here, aren't I?
Dina?
Jesse.
Hey, don't forget we leave at first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir. You're such a dick. Come on. Why don't you start with me?
Oh, that's controversial.
Okay, I have a very serious question for you. How bad do I smell? Like a hot pile of garbage? Oh, okay. Oh, how about that? Gross. You love it.
This is such, like, I don't know why for E3 you would choose, like, just a
I'm
drama-laden
staring at you right now.
cutscene. Like, what is this benefit? Like, I want to see more of the game.
I'm staring at you.
Right. And what is this game anyway? Because the last time it was like they were trapped and tortured. And they weren't even the
Maybe
same
they're
people.
jealous of you.
I don't know.
I'm just a girl, not a threat.
I'm gonna try that line on my wife. How bad do you ask me?
Oh, Valley,
Horrible. You love me.
I think they should be terrified.
I don't know. They're holding this press conference in a church. Seems like God's gonna smite everyone in that tent right now. Quite the transition. Wow.
Fucker.
Gameplay, yes.
Looks really good. I mean, the first one looked great, but look at that fog and stuff.
It's pretty hard to beat Naughty Dog at visuals.
Yeah.
Wonder if she's mostly the main character in this game then? Plays her?
I thought that was what people were suspecting, was she was going to be the lead.
Yeah.
And that, what's his name, is not even in this game because he's dead.
Oh, really? Oh.
I mean, that's the rumors, but I don't know.
They are nasty with sin. What is free from sin?
That's it.
I kind of want to say this is what the demo was last year from that point of view.
Oh, really?
Spread out.
So maybe there's not even zombies in this one.
Oh, there's zombies. If there's no zombies, then it's just an Uncharted game.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Nice.
I wonder if they have like that sonar that was in the first one.
I'd be okay if they didn't, to be honest. I kind of got tired of that
Yeah,
pretty
'cause
early on.
you had to check out that like constantly.
Mm-hmm. Like a more action-focused role. Like if they could blend some of the stealth with like some RE4 type run and gun, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, you done screwed up? Gosh, look at that lighting.
We'll say that. Like this one and the first one too is just like some of the most brutal, like beating.
Oh, for sure.
She went into the grass. Watch yourself. Ethan.
What?
Wolf. She came through here. Damn it. Double back. Go.
Just the movement and everything is so natural too. It's not like just a character sitting there.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's awesome. I wonder if this is... I mean... Just if you're playing it.
Yeah, it's so tough to tell if it's a live demo.
Right.
Until they screw up and it doesn't work. Then it's pretty funny. Man.
Nice.
I have eyes.
Yeah, it almost feels like a little too fluid, like the way this is happening, to have it not be scripted, but...
Yeah, like if this is how the animations are, that's amazing because it's not like it's not chaining animations. It just looks so like how a human actually would, you know.
And the AI would have to be incredible.
Yeah.
So if that's the case.
Same crafting mechanics.
Nice. Yeah, it's gonna leave a mark. Jesus. That's gruesome. Wow. Well, comes full circle. That blended right back in perfectly.
I told you.
Severed head.
He should be terrified.
That was different than what I was expecting.
Yeah, very much so.
Interesting approach.
Yeah. I don't know. That first one, the big thing was the story in that, and it works so much on the dynamic of Joel with her, you know, being kind of the father figure when he doesn't even want to be.
That was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3 showcase. We're taking a quick intermission while folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit more to share on that later. And I am joined by my good friend, Ryan Clements.
Hello.
They have a tent for like every game setting?
It's such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase.
Probably like one of those Disney rides that you spin around in a circle.
And it's going to be a huge night for Worldwide Studios a little later when the showcase resumes.
World of Tomorrow.
And what better guest to have for joining us about Worldwide Studios?
It's cool that they got Moby to
Mr. Sean Layton.
presentation.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
It's true.
This pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and shot right across to the studio here.
Right over here. Well, it's good to have you here.
Well, it's great to be here, and I think that was a very powerful start for our E3 program for this year.
That's right, and there's much more to come, but I do want to
zero in
dude
on with the banjo really kicked it off.
You know, as chairman of Worldwide Studios, you work very closely with Naughty Dog.
These Can't imagine all those journalists are just like having
curious,
a great time right
from your
now,
perspective,
getting
where is their
prodded
head
into the
at
next
when it comes to developing this game?
Yeah, I waited in line for 8 hours to get the first row.
They're looking at what can do in the next iteration of the Last of Us series, and I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content was so impactful. I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat sequence really shows that they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have a very broad and ranging game that's not going to make you only work at it as a player.
That proved that they were pulling in all the stops.
Think as a person what you're coming up against.
And I can't wait to see more of that. And that was first gameplay we saw there of The Last of Us Part 2, looking obviously incredible. And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios lately, I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Horizon, you had God of War, which needs no introduction.
Right, because it's such
and
a
Detroit
baggage.
Become Human. I mean, what is the secret, and what are you doing over there at Worldwide Studios? What's going on there?
The rule number one is do no harm, right? Right. In a lot of ways, my job is just to move the boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where they need to go. You know, provide backup, provide scope. You know, provide generalized, advice about where we can take this as an industry and as a gaming culture. But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide. We try to give them as much creative control as possible and just help support them through to their vision. That's kind of what we've been trying to do here for the last dozen years or so with Worldwide Studios. And I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that coming into play right now.
That's great to hear that. And I mean, speaking about making fans happy, I mean, I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot, and it has to do with God of War. You know, it's a celebrated game. It's sold extremely well. It has a huge legion of fans. And one of the things I wanted to mention was, I get a lot of tweets about New Game Plus. You know, is this something that you and Santa Monica Studio are evaluating for God of War?
You know, it's crazy. With the advent of social media, we get a lot of real-time feedback from the fans and the community, and we listen to that. And God knows my Twitter feed is filled up with a lot of stuff that we could talk about here or not talk about at all. But it's all important. We take it all.
You don't have your
New
own
Game Plus is
Twitter
something that came through
account.
really strong,
Somebody
and really
does that
hard
for
through that
you.
kind of
Come
feedback
on.
loop. And I'm happy to say today that the teams are working on it, and we should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog, but it's going to happen.
All right.
Definitely.
As someone who miraculously finished God of War with a 2-year-old at home, that makes me very happy. I will somehow find
That's
more
scary,
time.
But okay.
I will find time to He wasn't watching. I want to confirm that.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Asleep. But yeah, thank you so much, Sean. And it's great to hear that you and the
You're a terrible
amazing team at
father.
Santa Monica Studio are making that happen.
If we can create functionality and features that allow people to spend more time in the worlds we build,
The whole time he was
that's
playing, he just kept
definition
looking
a
over
good
at his
thing.
2-year-old and yelling,
Fantastic.
"Shut
New
up,
Game
boy!"
Plus, that is confirmed that it's coming to God of War. We'll have full details
He
on
will love
PlayStation
The
Blog
Last of Us.
shortly. We have a lot more to talk about too.
Yeah, and actually, Sean, I wanted to ask you about that. About a month ago,
Does it have
you did something a
co-op for
little
my
bit
3-year-old?
out of the ordinary for our team, and you kind of came out and talked about the 4 main games that we would be highlighting tonight's PlayStation Showcase. I was wondering what the thought process was there.
Well, you know, every year
what were
we
you
try to let
thinking?
the stories we have to tell
This
design
is
the
such a
experience we're
strange
going to create.
format.
And this year we felt that what we really wanted to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the 4 big pillar games that we're working on right now.
Yeah, so,
and get them to see
they're only really
a bit
gonna
more
talk about
about
4 games.
the
That's-
stories they're trying to tell and the way it's going to be
Right, so it's like
expressed and everything out of it.
IGN-ish
It's a
interviews
really
in between,
wide
like,
range
crap I
of,
already knew about. That's not what
titles
I wanted
there.
to
Anything
see.
from The Last of Us 2, which you saw right now, through Death Stranding and Spider-Man and Ghost. So
Oh, we're gonna see
this
Death
year I wanted
Stranding.
people to know that don't come here expecting
You get 30 more
to have
seconds of
some
a
big,
fetus in a jar.
flashy,
Great.
new
Can't wait.
idea come out or
That was
some
last
big
year. He
surprise
changed
come
the
out.
story.
Come here and
Something
sit
else
with us
now,
and walk with us
probably.
as we get through to see the background stories.
Now
and
it's
deep
Norman
inside of
Reedus
the
in a
game.
jar.
Wonderful. And we do have a lot more coming from those Worldwide Studios games in the showcase later tonight. Do you have any personal games that you are most excited about?
Well, they're all fabulous, and I think the teams are really crushing it right across the board.
Fair enough.
But one thing I would say is there's one of the games that we're having out today that will be playable in 3 months and available in stores,
And
and
that
that's
is
our
Death
favorite web
Stranding.
slinger,
Of course.
Spider-Man.
Of
So we're going to
course.
see a lot of that tonight,
Oh,
and I think
of course,
the folks at
Spider-Man.
home should be happy with what they're going to get.
Awesome. Thank you,
Are
Sean.
you excited
Sean,
for that?
thank
Like,
you so
I
much for
honestly
dropping
don't
by.
care.
Always a pleasure
I'm
to trade notes
really
with the
excited
chairman of
about it.
Worldwide Studios.
That's awesome.
Great to see
Really?
you
Your
guys. I'll head back to the
spider
pneumatic
senses
tube
are
station
tingling?
now.
All
Yes,
right, please
please.
do.
All right.
And
Wear the helmet.
We do have a lot more in store coming up in just a few minutes as the E3 showcase
I will say, though,
continues.
that, like,
but in the
Sunset Overdrive
meantime,
really did
we also have some other
click with
updates
me,
for you
so
while we wait during this short intermission.
if it's-
No, I
Similar
found that
to
to be
that.
a
Kick it
very
off
repetitive
with a look at the
game
latest
after the
from
first
the world
hour.
of Call of Duty.
You know,
Is that what they're doing? Is like taking that engine and applying it?
a lot of the same stuff, or like mechanics in there.
Sure. Jungle's amazing. That has me excited. Jungle might be one of my favorite maps in any Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
Summit is not. I freaking hate Summit.
What kind of gun is that? Holy shit.
The best gun ever. I also don't like slums. This I do like. Firing range, so those are 2 pretty epic maps. I'm still not gonna buy the new Call of Duty.
Access to back at Black Maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 3
But you gotta
only when you
pre-order
pre-order
now
Call of
to
Duty
get those,
Black Ops
right?
4 from PlayStation Store.
Probably.
Welcome back. We are having the PlayStation E3 showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. And we've got some good friends as well.
Yeah.
Meredith Molinari and Ramon Russell. Welcome.
We have the entire world
Good to
just
have you
showing
guys
up
back.
to see what you've
Good
got.
Friendly
And you've
faces
planned
right
a
before
layout
the
that has
showcase.
short intermissions with
Absolutely.
like awkward.
So I say we keep this
Interview-ish
moving here.
conversations,
When it comes
like,
to Call
what
of
is
Duty,
the-
we know that a bunch of
the
remastered
point?
maps
Yeah,
from
you have
Black
to make
Ops 1 and
breaks
Black
just so you
Ops
can
2
trade, you
are
know,
making their way to
a few
Call of
hundred
Duty
people
Black
into
Ops
the next
4
thing,
this
just
October on
for-
launch day.
for what, you know,
But what we
just
just
for
learned here is that those maps,
aesthetic.
those classic maps, are
Right.
coming to Black Ops 3 as well for those who pre-order Black Ops 4 on PlayStation Store.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. But what if I don't own Call of Duty Black Ops 3?
Well, that's where it gets a little more interesting, my friend.
Oh.
So
Why do you want
tonight,
Black Ops
we are
4 then?
actually doing a surprise PlayStation Plus game drop, and that is going to be Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is coming to PlayStation Plus later tonight.
That's a pretty good
That's
get,
awesome.
actually.
Yes, very nice. This is why I love E3, because not only do we get to share awesome news
free?
with our audience, but
on Plus.
PlayStation
Black
Plus
Ops 3?
subscribers get a little treat.
Yeah.
Get a
I already
little
own
tasty
it,
treat.
though.
Little
Yeah.
little mid E3 supply drop for
Yeah,
you there.
there you go.
That's kind of huge, though.
You know,
for
we've been
Call of
sharing a
Duty
lot of
game
good
to come out
news. We got to share 5 really cool
Yeah, I can't
announcements
think of another time
last
they've
week when we did
made
our
it free on
countdown,
any
kind
of
of
those
ramping up for tonight's big showcase.
things.
That's right. We
Right.
had the countdown to E3, and that was 5 game reveals and updates over a span of 5 days. A lot of great stuff announced. Let's take a quick look back at the highlights.
The highlights from tonight. Banjo
that
guy
guy?
and Last of Us 2.
Oh, this is the highlight of the night right here. This is best game so far.
Yeah, this looks cool.
I just want to know if that Tetris game has like the music beat to it, like it showed. Kind of like Luminez does. I don't know how they would make that happen.
Hopefully.
What is this? I have to figure out what happened. Okay, wake up. Focus. Remember.
No idea what
From
that
the
is.
creators of Fee and Flipping Death
Look like you've seen a ghost.
comes a heartfelt story in VR.
But really, who are you?
Okay. Yes. Really good note. I like this VR stuff
looking
right
at-
off the front.
Fruit Ninja, the game in VR.
Kind of. It's more like slicing up Guitar
Welcome
Hero.
back. We're just a few minutes away from
With
the E3
lightsabers.
PlayStation Showcase. I mean, when I say a few minutes, I mean we're really... So let's keep moving here. There was a lot of great stuff here. Oh, and we could see the crowd is seated.
Now they're in the Thunderdome.
The people are about ready to go. This show's about to continue, about to move into the big event.
Yeah, it was great to see the countdown stuff, but I do think that there's like maybe one more thing we can sneak in there before we cut away to the showcase. What do you think? You
Yeah,
think so?
let's squeeze it in. Let's squeeze it in. Okay, so this next
Oh, I bet you will.
boasts a huge loyal community of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they play that so much.
A lot.
They do.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a first look at the next chapter right now.
I'm not ready for more Destiny.
I would take more story. Like, I would go back for another like 3 hours of story DLC, but they don't seem to want to do that. Because I have no interest in raids.
To let things just die.
Man, they killed a Guardian.
Just to keep the spark alive. But if there's nothing on the other side,
I'm guessing we're supposed to know who she is, or he. Couldn't tell.
Yeah, you know, we probably, if the story in either Destiny game made any bit of sense, maybe we would get that. But that did nothing for me.
That's the thing. Like, I probably saw that.
That was a powerful
person
new look at
in the
Destiny
story at some
2.
point,
Forsaken
but
is coming out September 4th on
no
PS4.
recollection.
A lot of great
No
enhancements and
recollection
content
of
for
it, I
that
guess.
one. And
Yeah, it looks really good. There's a lot of buzz about that Gambit mode coming up, and guess what? If you're at E3, you can play it at our booth.
not too bad.
I don't think there's any
Barely
salvaging
any time because
Destiny
we're
2.
about to get to the show.
I mean,
That's
it's a
right,
great
we are
game for what
really
it was, but
seconds
like
away when it
nobody's
comes
going
down
back
to it
to
from the
that.
rest of PlayStation's E3 showcase.
No.
Thank you so much for watching. We've got a lot more in store tonight. But for now,
I think it's almost time.
I think it's almost time. Should we get to it?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it. We have so much more to cover.
Okay. Got a lot more in store. So let's check it out live right now.
Really?
Can't wait to hear the Spider-Man one.
Is that an authentic walrus penis flute that he was playing? I think it might have been. They are just testing my patience with this right now.
It's like they took the somewhat, because the past couple of years they've had like a orchestra or something, right? For all their trailers and stuff. But they were playing games and stuff at the same time.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
showing trailers, like, okay, that adds something to it, but this is...
And all these guys seem way too happy to be playing whatever little ditty they're doing too. Also, it seems slightly offensive that they've got like some Caucasian man dressed up in like feudal Japan
to
attire. I don't know. This whole presentation so far has just been weird. I have a feeling this is going to be a Shaq Fu 2 trailer.
Nah, this has to be that...
Oh, that was awful.
Whoa.
So this is the thing.
Thing doesn't play like his recorder back in kindergarten. People are psyched. Like, what was that?
Take that smattering of applause and get off stage.
I don't know, something about like ancient Japanese just has never been a turn on for me as far as games. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't get into Onimusha or Tenchu or like any of those.
Yeah, Tenchu, the first one I got really into, but that's been about it.
Temple's close.
I will say I really do appreciate this style of showing games though, compared to what I've seen so far in E3.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're giving you like a bigger glimpse, I guess.
Yeah, because pretty much everything has been like a trailer, not so much a gameplay.
Looks pretty.
Yeah.
Nobu, come!
That's pretty impressive.
Where are they? No! Bastards! Enough! Us next, samurai.
Kind of played out similar to the Last of Us 2 trailer.
A lot less kissing than this one, though.
Oh, that's true. It's coming.
Oh. I hope this isn't like an old Assassin's Creed. Well, even new, like, we're like one guy. It's like 3 guys and like only one guy attacks you, you know? The other 2 are just like, well, we'll wait till they're done and then I'll try. It's like, no, if it's 3 against 1, you're gonna attack all at once, you know?
It does make sense.
Jin, you're late.
You're impatient. Where's the monk?
The bastards beat me to him. Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
You think the monk's a hero?
We need him, Masako. Down.
We can take them.
No. Remember Sago Bridge? We strike quietly.
Did you play any
Kill
of the
monks.
infamous game?
Yeah, I played all of them. I only played the first one all the way through, though, and most of Second Son.
Yeah, like for the most part, I feel like they burn out after a while.
Guard the exits.
Yeah, I mean they're mindless fun. They just don't really have like a story that keeps you engaged.
Right. Can't really sneak on ceramic tiles.
Sure you can.
Please, I do not understand.
Man, this is all those rumors all the time that was like, oh, Assassin's Creed is going to do feudal Japan, and they never did. It's like, they're like, okay, well, we'll do it instead.
Ooh.
He called reinforcements. We have to move. Masako!
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
Run! If we fight, the Mongols win.
They already won.
Is Genghis Khan the last boss of this game?
Do you think they're just gonna stop, both pick up a rake and start getting those leaves taken care of? And that'll be the end of the trailer.
You were my friend.
Give me
I wonder if this is like the sword play is like really detailed, like really complex, or if it's just like button pressing.
Like block and attack. Just
Or even
timing it.
position of your sword with the stick or something like that. Because it thought it saw it like go up and down a little bit.
You hear them coming?
Could be around.
Yeah, it could be like a high block and a low block. Guys, there's a fire. Don't alarm
Those
you.
leaves.
A lot of leaves.
It's so tough to know. Like most of these trailers don't have you know the whole UI like games do, so you don't really know.
Right.
Mongols.
Was this previously announced? Because I knew nothing about that.
Oh yeah, late last year I think. They showed just a little bit of it. But yeah, it's like the infamous guys doing that one. Okay, guys, get out to the next room.
Yep.
Banana.
It's a banana with a guitar.
Best performance all night.
Yeah. By far. Tomb Raider?
Man, is this a game or is it that looks really good?
The oldest house is a shifting place.
No, not
There are
Tomb Raider.
rules and rituals. You can keep traveling deeper.
What does this have to do with the banana?
Everything.
Trippy.
Gotta say, it's kind of refreshing to see like a whole bunch of like third-person perspective action games instead of just everything being FPS like it was a few years ago.
Yep, absolutely.
Ooh, that was cool.
Man, this is kind of wild.
Do you know what this is?
Half-Life 3.
Yeah. Metro?
Oh,
nope.
New one.
Thought maybe there was gonna be like an M there. Control.
Oh, Remedy. Okay. So it's basically Quantum Break 2. Makes more sense.
That got some applause.
That's kind of crazy. Remedy is make a PlayStation game. Hey, there's a PS1.
What? Oh, yeah. And some delicious floor food.
Hey, relax, relax. You can't be here.
Witness a murder about as a mouse.
I'm putting you under arrest.
Ouch.
Stay back, sir. I've got this. Officer, you need help? What are you doing? Get off. No. Get off of me.
It's a zombie.
Good, we need more zombie games. Is that Chris Redfield?
Jesus Christ.
Money's in my account. Always a pleasure.
Attention, all citizens. Due to the citywide outbreak.
And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
Whatever it takes to save this city.
Surprised you made it this far.
Need info on my extraction. Survival's your responsibility.
God damn it.
Is this a remake of 2?
Will you help me?
Maybe.
Of course. It's an impressive display of strength. But we never meant for this to happen.
It's coming. It's coming back.
I did not see that coming.
That's like a total.
I wonder if you can buy it or if you have to pay $30 to own it and play it through the cloud for 180 days.
Sell access to the game.
Of course.
I like the banana better.
From
there.
Squanch Games and the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe. Let's give it a look. Oh, whoa, there's some action platforming stuff in this little piece of shit. I'm the Bathtub Guy. I'm always in my bathtub, but, you know, it's not about me right now. It's about this game. Whoa, look at that. That's exciting footage I just saw. Oh, I'm playing it right now. Look at me. I'm a cool cucumber over here playing this cool game. Jesus Christ! Oh my God, somebody call 711 because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy because this is a sci-fi based thing. Help,
what am I watching? Well, I officially give 0 shits about that.
That is like a weird knockoff of Rick and Morty?
I guess.
Weird.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
They both get one.
Why are you so happy? 'Cause we get to be pirates again.
Yep, you always did like this world.
Still, it's a real shame we don't have a bigger ship.
Okay.
Why?
I mean, they got all the likenesses even, too. It's like it's not just a generic. No pirate. That's crazy. I like the idea.
Who's asking for this?
I know.
Did I just watch a pirate jump on Dumbo and fly away?
Yeah. Very.
And now he's surfing a rainbow.
Yes. Surprising, isn't it?
Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Sora, stand down. It's the code.
We actually got Johnny
Mustn't
Depp.
strike a pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate.
I don't know if that's like a positive or a negative though at this point.
Get them! Sora!
They have come for us.
Wait!
Oh
no! Stop!
Farewell.
I really like the idea of Kingdom Hearts, but they've just they've made it so impenetrable.
Yeah, I mean it's an RPG, so I'll never touch it.
Unversed collected enough screams and sadness from those children.
I mean, the first ones were good, but they also had a lot of this garbage in it too, like talking about hearts and all these people.
Pure lights we need. The muse.
It was almost unbearable, but you got through it. Now it's so far down the hole that you
And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
Hey, Axel.
Huh? Hey, liking the look. Cut your hair.
I mean, like, if you name it Kingdom Hearts 3, it should be a continuation directly after the second one. You shouldn't have to play, like, all the DS ones and all that stuff to know what's even going on, you know? All these people.
Right. A lot of January dates so far.
Yeah, and February. There's a lot of February this year, too. Well, here I thought that, like, Kingdom Hearts showing up on Xbox was such a big deal, but PlayStation is still getting the most out of it.
Right. I wonder which console will sell better on, the one with, like, an actual install base.
Yeah.
I'm sure Microsoft's really going to make a ton of money off of having that ported. And those are celery? Is that...
That was my thought.
That's a butt. Bet I know what game this is.
Sam Porter Bridges. The man who delivers. Tears. Chiral allergy. So, you have dooms, like me. What's your level?
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Want to come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
So far, this is the most normal looking thing Kojima's ever put out.
The hell is this robot?
Tell me I'm not going to be Norman Reedus the whole time. It's kind of a ripoff. Yo, this game you're going to carry a lot of stuff on your back.
I guess it's a walking simulator.
I've seen all that. That scares me. That Almost looks like survival, like you're hauling things back to a camp or something.
Right.
Oh, so he lost it. Now he has to go back to his dead body and pick it up.
Yeah, that's gross. I'm not gonna look at that right now. Ugh.
At least 5 people are going to get that tattoo tonight.
To town.
Now I'm more confused about this game.
I think that was his goal.
Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The time fall fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sandport Bridges.
Sam, what's your status? Beryllium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea.
What is happening?
I'll tell you right now, my wife is going to be like, shut that game off. Oh, it is just clicking, click, 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 click. It's like a retarded.
Right. That's something.
Day keeps the time fall away.
What was that? What'd she eat?
Looked like a fleshy bug.
You're too late.
Ugh.
You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
Release date 2022.
This guy just has to have real people for every character in his game now, from now on, apparently. At least they showed some gameplay, or
Yeah, and the actual engine. And,
yeah.
Right. Or at least what the engine currently is. Neo 2 or what?
Oh yeah. It's like Neo. Is that who made those? Yeah.
Called it.
But I can't reach them over radio. Their comms must be down. What's your status?
Already here.
I think this is Spider-Man.
Yuri, I thought you said it was secure.
I think you're taking a leap there. It doesn't seem right.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
Love the optimism. But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out! Hold on!
Do you like the Batman games?
Yeah, they're okay. They never really like held my interest though.
Sure. I think this is kind of what they're shooting for with that.
You okay?
Like the combat.
Sure.
Welcome to the party. Just
Speaking of infamous.
for the fireworks. Looks like we made parole, boys. I'm out. Electro, why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is.
Got it. I'll go join the party.
Why wouldn't you? If you were a villain, you'd let everybody out.
Everyone
So
just
we can
quietly
get
go
away.
back into your cells and lock the door behind you.
Might as well.
Okay? Please?
Also, it serves as like a great tutorial or a video game.
It's kind of the same issue though, like, yeah. At least there's more trying to attack you at once.
Like fish in a barrel.
Looks really good though. I mean, the lighting is really crisp.
Oh, hi, Rhino.
Hope you like surprise, Spider.
Surprise? What is he talking about?
They're being pretty liberal with the
Hey, what's your status?
designs of the
Just trapped in a
enemies.
prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years. No biggie.
Electro must be working for someone.
I wonder what that could be.
This is too good to be true. Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and
Do you think he's always like that? He was in prison with a scorpion suit on.
Charge him! Don't let up!
don't know,
Not really. Electro,
like
Rhino,
shock
and now
sticks
Scorpion are all on
and
the loose.
the shields and everything.
What's going on in the rest
That's
of the prison?
Batman.
Camera system's almost up. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro.
But it's different because you're Spider-Man.
Yeah, the web stuff does makes it look a little bit cooler, I guess. But yeah, that.
Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a
Quick time events tied to spider sense.
Gotta stop this guy. If you tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you. Can't stop it. But I'm flattered that you still try. Nobody ever takes me up on that offer.
That's pretty good.
Gotcha. Vulture! What?
Long time no see. We're going to have so much fun.
Sorry, no time to talk.
We got them all. They're all there.
Yeah.
Okay, I
It's a
got the
big party.
security cameras back online.
How's it look?
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
But it's the Sinister
For a
Six.
second there, I thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to go. Some of them are heading into the city.
This is nuts.
Okay, how does electricity do that?
I don't know. I think that's pretty normal for electricity.
Jason! Party's almost over!
It's kind of trippy.
Yeah, I don't know about these quick time events. It's a lot of events.
What? Every game needs more quick time events. Don't you remember Shenmue?
How could you forget?
How do you like my new suit?
I hope the third one just
Yeah,
doesn't have any quick time
Where'd you
events
get
in.
it?
That would be
It's an
amazing.
exclusive club.
Who's that guy?
I forget what his name is. But it's like he's like film negative.
He said not to kill him.
Good idea. In fact,
It's
you
kind
don't
of a
have
cool
to do
look.
this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to.
Getting the beat down now.
Wow. This trailer has an arc to it.
You?
Oh, come on.
Cliffhanger. Literally. Can't stop yawning. They need to do something to excite me. Spider-Man didn't do it.
should be terrified of you.
Oh, good, we're
Is
back.
this already? Are we done already? I guess. Everybody's like,
Is that it?
are we going to another place or what's going on? Huh. Okay.
That was the PlayStation E3 showcase. A lot to take in. There was a ton of great worldwide
No,
studios
it
titles.
wasn't.
We actually got a little more to share here coming right up. We're going to have first live gameplay of Marvel's Spider-Man right here, just a couple of minutes. We have a new game to announce. We have some other stuff to talk about, too. What a show.
I'd hope.
Oh my gosh.
Top highlights, go.
Oh,
There's no time.
Oh my goodness, Ghost of Tsushima looked absolutely incredible. That color palette was insane.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with samurai movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ready.
I'm
ready. Sucker punch.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes.
Meredith.
Oh, Resident Evil 2. Come on, RE2. That looked so good. I know a lot of us fans have been waiting for that one. And there was like a moment where you're like, I'm not really sure I know what this is. And then as soon as he turned his head, I was like, yes.
And you get that that
so good.
RE4 style over-the-shoulder camera action. It's kind of like the ultimate dream if they were going to remake Resident Evil 2. That's what I would want.
Still has tank controls,
awesome
but
stuff.
what are you going to do?
Nice and gory.
So they put that on like the Revelations.
Death
Stranding.
Then? We now have more questions.
Yes.
More questions.
More questions.
Well, that's
it
true
looks
too.
as if, I mean, I don't want to make any promises, but it looks as if we were getting kind of an allusion to a lot of gameplay in there and kind of what the character of Sam is going to be doing in this very
That was the most
world.
underwhelming thing
by some very
I've
unusual and
seen
scary
at
things.
any
And people
E3
consume strange and
quite some
unusual.
time.
Yeah, well, bugs.
Yeah, that was
babies continue to be a theme.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't.
mean, I
what we're
kind
gonna
of heard
find out
that's
there,
how
but
this
yeah.
was going to
So
go.
a
They were going
ton
to
of
only
great
focus
stuff in
on
the show
pretty
overall.
much
I
the
mean,
4
Neo
games, and
2,
that
that
was
was a crowd pleaser. That was one that was great
But-
to see get out there. We got an update on Kingdom Hearts 3. We got
That's not enough,
stuff. We
though.
had a new Remedy game.
I mean,
Remedy
they're on
Control,
top, but
really stylish trailer.
what,
Really looking to just.
what
I
should we
wanna
have to
learn
be
more
excited about at
that
this
one. I
point?
mean, it just looks like.
They're like, we sold
Like,
60
I don't
million
know
of
what
those
I
stuff. We can just
it was really
buy our
stylish.
time.
I
I
would
don't know.
expect no
Like,
less.
There was
from
like
Remedy.
nothing
no
new.
third
But I
party,
gotta say, I
you
think
know,
my
for
favorite,
the most part.
Right.
Marvel
There was,
Spider-Man.
there was some.
Spider-Man
but,
that
like,
that looked
That was incredible.
I
We
don't
have
know.
these legendary villains are back. We
Usually
had
they
Rhino,
talk about
Electro, Vulture.
all these,
I'm missing some. Who else
partnerships
were
that they
there?
have with those
I mean,
third
just
parties,
one
and
after
they
another.
forget it.
That was
They talk
Electro.
One where-
Duty
Spider-Man was not a good space.
Then why not
it
focus
was
on
pretty
VR?
rough. It was pretty rough.
Like,
So we're going to see live gameplay of
that
that.
should
in
be
just a
something
minute
they're
or two
pushing
here.
again,
But I
hardcore,
say
because
we
there's so
actually
many
take a
PlayStations
moment
out
to
there.
announce a new game. What do you think?
I think
Do it.
that was
Do
make
it.
or
So
break for me. Is
nonchalant.
if they didn't push
Hits
it this
keep
year, I
coming.
think
Yeah.
they're ditching
So you guys
it.
know From Software.
Absolutely.
Because
I'm
they have
aware
a
of
good
that.
track
They have
record of
created a lot of
supporting.
great games over the year. Well, they have
Yep.
been busy working on a PlayStation
Peripherals.
VR game.
Oh, VR.
And
Oh,
it
here's
is
a VR
quite
game.
a departure from the kinds of games that we sort of know them for, but it's very, very interesting, and I'd like to see the first footage of that right now.
It's funny, we were just talking about it, and then they're... Why would you... A Japan studio game, why would you put this after the show? Like, this is a Sony game. Well, with From, I guess, but...
Aren't you excited? You're going to be a fairy
Oh,
Too late. I'm already one.
and live in the world where time stands still. Where nobody can see what you're up to ever again.
Okay.
okay, what's the game?
Right. I think it's a cat petting simulator. Is what I've
is it
taken away
that,
so far.
that thing? Is it that sweary game that kickstarted? I want to say that had a different art style than this, though. It's French.
Okay, Decide, that's From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR. Quite a departure, very artistic. Still don't know a ton about how it actually plays yet, but certainly a
Really? We
compelling
couldn't tell.
debut, I would say. And speaking of compelling, Let's get to that Spider-Man. It is time.
We have some folks from Insomniac
We sure
here.
do.
Brian, Adam, gentlemen,
Hey,
welcome
how
to
you
the
guys doing?
program. It's so great to have you.
Yeah,
here.
this.
I have to say, first of all, thank you
know.
guys for giving us your time.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
This
Happy to be here.
And also, congratulations, kind of closing out some of the show there with Marvel Spider-Man. How does it feel?
It's surreal. We've been working on it for a while, so
it gets to
it's
a
nice
point
to
where they can't
be here.
really
And
show
obviously,
stuff
we
too
showed
far
you
ahead of time
people
either.
wanted villains, so we decided we'll give you a lot of
They're
villains.
thinking about the next
and the next
console.
question is, can we play the open world? And
I don't know. Maybe
Adam's
not.
gonna show off the.
That's right.
I don't know. Nintendo does it.
I mean,
and
I
just
don't know,
pushes
Sid. What do you
games
think?
off
Let's
and
start
started
it. Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about
follow
here.
ups this year. It was nice that one got to
We're
get
gonna
dressed
boot
up for
the demo
E3.
here, and this is essentially one of the first.
Let me put on my best
demos
red
you guys are
t-shirt
going to be showing
for
off.
this
Yeah,
year.
that's right.
Spider-Man.
Pretty much. So, I mean, if you think about,
Yeah, I don't know. I
right?
just
the game is. A lot of people are like,
I felt
last
like
E3 was like, well,
last
was
year
that like just a
and
linear
going
level?
into this
No,
year
like,
so
that's
far,
our,
Sony
that
kinda
was
hit
our
its stride.
Manhattan, that's our New York City.
Strong
And
support,
you know,
major heavy hitting titles.
But
Just like what?
something like you saw on the raft, or we showed that
What
back
really
at
happened
E3.
here? Like, there's nothing
You can
that
just
blew me away. Like,
swing
none of these
around,
games,
you
like, a
can
lot
have
of what they
fun.
showed looked good,
Let's go to
but
that
none of
footage,
them got
'cause
me,
we
like,
have it
super
right
excited.
on the main
It's
monitor.
like,
We'll go to it in just a second.
yeah, I'll take more Last of Us. Honestly, I'm probably not going to play the Spider-Man game. It just doesn't appeal to me.
Adam's doing a
The
fantastic
feudal
job
Japan
so
thing,
far.
like you said, it's not like there's no draw. At least for me, it's not like a world I want to explore.
Yeah, not for me anyway.
This game is.
I mean, depending on, like, if there's
Brian, tell
something
me a little
that
bit about
I
what you
wasn't
guys wanna
catching
show
there, you
us,
know, something really innovative.
So I think,
but-
I mean, the big thing is, again, you know, I think that part of the Spider-Man fantasy is to swing around.
Yeah, just kind of get lumped in there with, like, because there's already, like,
not only just a
set
great
in that
story, but have a bunch
universe.
of different
And,
activities in that world, and we wanted to, you know, give people who attend E3
I'm just confused because they have a lot more stuff. Like, Dreams is coming out.
You know, obviously,
They still really
it's a
haven't done a
big
great job
narrative-driven
explaining what that
experience,
even is.
but at the same time, part of that superhero fantasy,
I don't
that
even really
Spider-Man
know what that one's
experience
about.
is
That's like the
living
little Big Planet
within
people.
New York City and seeing that.
I think
So,
that's like what those.
you know,
like,
Adam is one of
those
he's one of our
interludes with,
combat
like, the
pro
banana singing and
players
stuff,
because he's a combat
in that
designer,
game, maybe.
and again, he's just showing
Gotcha.
off some really awesome stuff that
I don't know, Little Big Planet
as you get
wore
better
out
at the
its
game, obviously, you know,
welcome
we
pretty
wanted
quickly
to have a
with me, so I
pick
don't
up
know
a
that I'm
play
too
field at the
excited
same
about anything
time,
that studio
have a
would
level
follow
of
it up with.
mastery, and to really show off the improvisation
good
that we've
idea.
really been
I'd like
talking
the
about a
Little
lot since
Big
we
Planet in
announced the
theory,
game.
but-
I'm digging this, like sticking dudes to walls.
Yeah, I
and
just
the
didn't like
floor
it as
and
an
stuff.
actual
That looks
game.
really
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
find it
mean,
fun.
I think the thing that's been really fun in these last, you know, I would say last 6 months
Yeah,
since we got back from the holiday break was
This is just strange.
every
'cause, like,
week I feel like
there's-
I'll take the game home.
I mean,
or
the
I'll be
rumor
playing
was
one
that,
night,
hey,
and then
Red
I'll
Dead was
come in
gonna
and say,
show up
"Wow,
on
guys,
here."
I didn't know you could do that." So
They
I think
usually
it's,
don't
there's a
do
lot of that.
anything
There's
for
that
E3,
sandbox
but-
nature to it as well.
Right.
So
Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
obviously you
PlayStation
can, you know,
pull
we
it
have,
off, and
you know, we're going to teach you
nope,
mechanics, but we want you to experiment with.
Yeah, it's not
you know,
like,
his
okay,
acrobatics,
'cause
his webs,
already
his
Xbox
gadgets,
has done
his
better.
suit powers. So
And
combining
then
all that
you
stuff
know the Switch
really
is just
allows
like
for a lot of
eating
gameplay,
into
a lot
this
of, you know,
market.
Spider-Man's a very expressive character. We
This
want
wasn't to
players
the
to express
E3
that,
for
whether it's in
Sony
traversal
to
or
kind
in
of lay
combat.
low.
No,
It's gorgeous.
These animations, sorry, these animations are just blowing my mind.
I mean, maybe it's like one of those things where they just don't see E3 as a major thing anymore. You know, they control the message
Take a lot of lessons
outside
from
of
your
it.
previous games and really like
Don't
hone
do
in
their
on
big
those
reveals
when
here.
you're
Oh,
doing
I mean, I think animation
Sure.
has definitely been one of the hallmarks
Well, people
of our
expect it
company.
to,
You
at
know,
least a
from,
couple
you
of
know,
them,
Yeah.
Spyro to Ratchet
You kind
to
of-
Sunset Overdrive.
Like
And
it
I
or
mean,
not, you
know, I
have,
remember
like, who
when
won, you know?
the
Like,
Sunset
who won
Overdrive reviews
E3,
came
you know?
out. One person actually wrote, it would be
I
great
think
to see
without a doubt,
Insomniac make a Spider-Man game. And I was
unless-
like, see, we should make it.
See?
And I think we
Unless
waved
Nintendo
your
knocks
phone
it out
around
of the
it.
park somehow.
Exactly. We took that kind of mentality.
Yeah,
And
and I have a feeling like
injected
we talked
our
about
kind of
maybe
our
it'll be a little
personality,
lackluster.
But also,
So both of them
you
will
know,
be kind of
what do
quiet.
people want, desire from a Spider-Man experience.
not
So,
have thought
you know, it was
that
really great. Is I
Microsoft
remember
would have been,
probably around
winner here
end of the year, end of last year, someone wrote an article
Yeah.
about the top things they
So
want to see
far,
in
they're off to the
Spider-Man,
best start, I
and
think.
they said they want to feel like an Insomniac game. So I think that's the thing we've been really layering on in this last year is to
This looks really
have
good. I mean,
that,
this
it feels like
honestly,
an Insomniac
like
game
the
as
fact
much as
that
it does a
it's
Spider-Man game.
And I love this
Spider-Man Spider-Man almost makes
traversal.
this
I mean,
play
just
like
the
an infamous
fluidity
game,
of
just
just
like the
moving over
movements and
great
everything.
distances very quickly. It
Like
looks like a
open
lot
world,
of
it
fun
just kinda
just
reminds
moving
me of
around,
that.
and that's when you know you've got a great game.
Okay, so
Yeah, it does.
so you know
Like
how
the
it kind of
flying
said like
around and everything,
experimenting,
yeah,
but
you're
like
right.
Yeah.
sometimes I mean, game development, we're
It's just
you know
like a
we're,
licensed
we're in
version
meetings
of
a lot,
that,
and then sometimes
which is
you
good.
like
I mean,
take a
I
break.
like, that was my favorite
And what I
part
used to
about
find
those games,
myself
is just
doing
getting
was
to move
just
throughout
swinging
the
around
city.
New York City. It was almost like therapeutic. It's just kind of like when I play other
Like,
games,
even, like, what are the
I just
Batman?
walking or running
That's
or
an old game now,
or
the
even
last one
taking a
they
car.
did.
Just
So,
it
like,
feels
what
so
are they
more
doing,
natural now just to swing
Kinda
around,
thought they would
swing
show
around
up
like
here.
Spider-Man. So it's definitely one of those things that has that, again, just like combat, that pick and play feel, but we want players to have a level of mastery as they
Yeah, I
play.
thought there would be a new.
Very interesting what you're saying there.
So like I said,
new video
Adam
from
showed off. I
Sega
think he showed off the tripwire. It's
announcing
basically
the
a
next
gadget that you
console
can either attach
exclusive
to
Sonic game we've
geometry
all
and the
been
enemies walk
craving.
by, they'll get like grabbed and sucked back. But you can also attach it to
Yeah,
an
Sega never
enemy,
gets any
and if an
airtime,
enemy
really.
walks by, they kind of slam into each other.
That is amazing.
Well, that's
so
your
cool.
own
What's this
fault.
focus meter about?
Yeah, so the focus meter
Make something
basically,
relevant to
there's
him.
kind of
Let's
a
make a
risk
sequel
reward. As you
to
build
one of
focus,
the
you can use it to
best
hit a
racing
heal.
games in a long time, but not
It just looks
inferior to
incredible.
characters that you
Okay,
actually love.
thank you. The team works really, really
Yeah,
hard.
so is that like
really,
revealed
really
yet?
hard. And the
Like,
idea is the
or is that
focus is
still
kind of a
through
way
Yeah,
to
there's a trailer
find out
out
more?
it's a risk
for it
reward.
now.
Like I said, you can
Okay.
either heal yourself or you can kind of,
But it's just
if you
super
get
lame,
built,
like-
built the bar a certain way, you can actually pull off a finishing
The best
move.
part
So,
of that last
you know,
one, I thought, was
as you
having
play
like
the
all
game,
those
you
deep
kind
cut
of say, well,
Sega
do I want
characters,
to
you know?
maybe heal myself real
Right.
quick, or do I want to wait for that really?
Yeah, well, and like
kinda
all the best bits got
take the
ripped
guy
off
out
and put
instantly.
into
Got it.
Mario
Ryan,
Kart
a
8.
question for you is obviously
Right. Let's
Spidey
lay
has-
out the
has
template
this
for how you can
experience
make,
being
like,
under the mask for so many years now.
Yep.
a transforming racer.
Thank you. You got to be precise.
I got it.
And then
People-
hand it to him.
One of the first questions I get is like, is it in the origin story? I'm like, no. That was like
he's
after we
experienced.
decided that the webs were definitely attached to buildings. We decided it's not going to be an origin story.
But you
Yeah, I
know, back
don't
to
know.
the
I don't have
combat.
much to say about
Spidey's
Sony's
experience. He has
content, I guess.
access to a lot of different techniques and technologies.
Yeah, it was
How do you balance out
more
his
than a
experience
little
with the fact that
disappointing.
You don't want to overwhelm a player with options, right? You want to make it approachable.
You know, I
assume.
really that comes down to our
this is
combat
it,
team,
right?
our traversal
Like, this is
team,
the
and our
early
design,
gameplay,
like
or-
Adam, and really going, okay,
Jeez.
you know, kind of handing that stuff out over the course of the game. You know, finding those right spots
I
where
mean,
you kind of
that's the
okay,
thing.
we're going to teach you how to punch and how to kick and how to punch guys
Well,
up
that's
in
the thing,
air.
like,
and use your
Spider-Man
webs.
is cool,
but then
but
we
they've shown it
layer on
for,
things like
what, 2
gadgets
years now?
and then the suits and the suit powers.
Right.
And
Well,
you
and
just-
that's the thing.
it's
They
kinda
teased
giving
all of
over
these
time.
for
We just-
years now.
You know,
Yeah.
one thing with
That
something
Ghost
like
one
E3,
was
you know, we want you
last
to
year, I
feel
guess,
great,
but
right? But there's a
other
lot
than
to
that,
learn
yeah,
really
they-
quickly.
But even like last year, I thought Spider-Man had a pretty
normal course
extended
development,
demo
we
too.
kind of find those spots in the game where it makes most sense to
Right.
use those mechanics. And then as the game goes on, we want you to master those because the game's only going to get harder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonder
Sid,
that
what do you
might be the
think?
only one that's out
I
this
gotta
year,
say,
though.
this game is
Beautiful,
looking
right?
absolutely gorgeous. This
Yeah, there are a
is,
lot of 19
I mean,
dates
this is
and
just. I mean,
everything
it was
else.
looking spectacular to begin with, but this is on
There's
a
not
totally
much
different
coming out
level,
this
and I can
man, we're
just see
seeing
that.
so much.
I can see
In
that
general.
polish, though. That's the thing, and that's
Right.
what comes out in that final few months of development.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys,
Smash
watch
is
the
about
press
the only big
conference, right?
one.
You saw all those games, those first-party games.
Well,
they,
yeah, Red
they
Dead
all have a
is
level
probably-
of polish, and to
Well,
be
yeah, okay.
in a
Red
press
Dead.
conference
Keep
with the
forgetting
likes
about
of a
that.
Naughty Dog, a Sucker Punch.
You have to wonder, like,
Productions,
are people just saying, "Oh,
just
Red Dead's coming
we
out
are
there"? I
very
guess we
honored to be.
can't
We know
release our
there's a
game
certain
until
level
next
Yeah.
year.
of polish that
We
people
can't
expect
launch
from a
this year
PlayStation game,
at all.
especially a first-party game. So we want to.
Oh, that's good. There's like
right
giant
up-
rooftop
Well,
computers.
And not to mention also
handy.
from the Marvel, you know,
Happens
Marvel
all the
fans
time.
expect to have that perfect experience.
Of course.
May I just ask real quickly, you know, as we're starting to wind down here, from a personal perspective, I mean, what's it like for you
And
and for
more
the team to
Spider-Man.
be able to kind of look up at the big screen and see your game after all that time and all that work?
I'm known as a crier, so
I think that's probably gotta do it with this.
it
That's a
takes a
wrap?
lot for me not to get choked up. Like right now, they're
PlayStation.
playing the theme
That
song
was
to the
kind
game
of
in the background as we're sitting here.
Oh,
and
lackluster, but
I give it 2.5
this
wet
is an
farts out
amazing
of 5.
industry,
Yeah.
and
Gonna say
to be
two.
part of it is one thing, but to work on
I was
something
pretty
you
pumped
love
about
is
Last of
something
Us,
that
and I just didn't.
when you were a little kid,
It was just more of the same. It
thinking,
really didn't go into
oh my God, could I ever work on a Spider-Man
Right.
game?
anything that
Let
I
alone
wanted
be in
out of
video
that game,
games.
really. But
Is
Right.
just
More of an
absolutely
explanation
crazy. I
as to,
use that word
like,
a
where
lot
the
when I
narrative
describe working on
lands
this
and-
game. And to work with
Yeah.
a group like Sony and
It's
work
just
with
kind of like,
Marvel,
okay, I've seen
and
this style
that
of
feeling
gameplay.
is so
I mean, it
felt
looked bad.
by so many
Oh,
people
yeah,
on
for
there.
sure.
So,
It looks
Still.
amazing. You
Crowder,
can't beat
and the
Naughty
support
Dog
we've
at
gotten
that stuff.
across the board, not only from Sony, Marvel, but also
But,
the fans. It's been spectacular.
Brian, it just looks
Well,
incredible. I mean, there's
on
no
to the
other
next
word for it.
conference.
And